Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Lecture by Mr. Domne. Today I will going to start ahead a few operations that you can perform on the list. In the last class, I have shown you how to create a list, how you can perform a several operation on the list, and what is the difference between array and list. I will going to add few more operation on the list, how you can do the further operation on the list. If you have not seen my last video, then please go to the data analysis with Python playlist and please see the last video so that you can understand what is a list and how you can perform an operation on the list. But I will give an overview on this. So in the list is a kind of data structure in the Python, and here you can see I have declared a variable a and I'm saving a set of data. So how we declare a list in Python? We'll declare a list in the Python with the help of this square bracket, and you can save multiple data here. So in this way you can save the data. It is similar to like an array. The only difference between the array and the list is that in array in C language and Java we have seen that we can save homogeneous data, means similar data type. Like here all the data are of integer, right? But in the list you can save a heterogeneous data, you can save other than a different kind of data also. Like you can see here I'm saving float data. 2.5 is kind of float data, double data. 4 is an integer and text is a string. So you can save a heterogeneous data also. And after that I have printed it. And you already know in Python that with the help of type function we can find out the data type. So we have seen in the last video. Today I will going to add some more operation on this, like how you can add it and how you can perform on operations. Now suppose do you want to add an element on the list. So list are like you can add a more element. Okay, here like you can see in a the list that I have declared previously, this is a list. Here three elements are there. Suppose you want to add a more element, how you can add it? You can simply write it a dot append 4 and print it. So when you're going to check it, like it will show you the new data. So it is very easy to add a new data. Similarly, like let's check, I want to add some more data. So here I'm adding a string kind of data in the list and I'm going to print it. Let's see what changes is coming here. Oh, sorry. Oh, name is not defined. Actually, I have not run the code previous one. That's why it's giving an error. Let's rerun this. So it's very easy. When you run the code, you will get an error. An error is good for learning. When you get an error, you will come to know like where the error is there, and you can resolve it. Now, as I said, you actually the thing was that I have not executed the line where I have declared the list array, and that's the reason it was giving an error. But it's good to have an error. So here, when I run this, you can see when I add Amit, it's showing Amit also here. So in this way, you can save a multiple data, heterogeneous data of a different data type. Different data type in the sense, here these all are integer, and here this is a string. So list can hold this kind of data also, which is array can't. Suppose now do you want to find out the length in the sense the number of element on your list, then how you can find it out? Simply by using a length function, alien length function, and pass the list. Okay, before that let me edit float data also. Let's take a data, anything 1.8989. It's a kind of double data, and let's print it first. So here why I'm doing this, so that I can tell you like it can save integer, float, string, all kind of data together. Now let me rerun it. So it is showing, right? So this is earlier the string was like this, then I have made the change, and it is coming like this. Okay, I have already added Amit before. Let's take something different. Let's take Amit and run it. Now you can see here. Okay, 1.8 is already added. So okay, it's just appending. I'm rerunning. That's why it's just appending the element over it. So in this way, it is clear to you, right? Like how you can add a element multiple time. And when you want to find out the length of an a, you just need to use lena and just run this. C11, how it is 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? So index started from 0 to 11. So in this way you can find it out the length. Now suppose you want to replace an element. So in the list also you can easily replace it. It's a mutable. Mutable in the sense it is a changeable. You can change it. So suppose you want to change the element which are present at index 3. So in the index it's like a 0, 1, 2, 3. So suppose you want to change 4 to by 5, then how you can do it? You just need to write a in a square bracket 3, that is list, the name of list, the syntax is name of list, and in the square bracket you will pass the index that you want to replace, and just assign it with some value that you want to change it. So here I'm running the same. Let it, instead of 5, let's take a 7 and run it. It will get changed. Like just see this, how it's the value is changing. See here, see the differences in this and this one. I have changed the third index value. What was the value saved in the third index was 4, right? Now it's changed to 7. So in this way you can do the operations on the list. How easy to find out the list. Now you can print it. Suppose you want to print the element of the list. So we use this colon operator. Slicing it is says in Python it is called as a slicing. I have added a comment also, everything. So here when you do not specify anything before this colon and after this colon, it means that it will going to print all element. Let me run this. See here, it has printed all element. Now the next thing is what? When you want to print the element starting from the second index, you will pass second index here. And when you do not pass any value here, it means that it will print till the last element starting from the second index. So you can see here the values is coming from 3, right? What is the second index here? 0, 1, 2, right? So starting from 3 till the end, so it is printing till end. Now here third, you have specify 1 to 3. So always remember in Python, when we specify the index value at the right hand side, it will go till n minus 1. So here this will run 1 colon till n minus 1 index. Now you here you have specified 3, it means it will go till a 1 index to 2. So you can see here when you printing it is showing only 2 and 3, right? So what do you mean by that? It is showing like 2, the value present at index 1, that is your 2, and index 2, that is your 2, right? Here present at index second, and yeah, this is it will come third position, right? Now when you do not specify any value, yeah, always remember minus when we use when you want to print the element in a reverse order. Okay, when you print the element in the reverse order, when you want to print the element, then you can use from minus. And here you can see here when I use all the element, it will show you like here I have not specified anything before, but I have specified here minus 1, so it will start from the end. Minus 1 in the sense in the last index, so it is printing in this way. So may then this digit, then this digit, then this digit, in this way. So when you do not specify any value at the head and you specify value at the back -1, so it will going print in the reverse order. You can put a cursor also, and you can get the idea like what they will going to do it here. You can see 11 item holds and every information you will get it. So when you write a into -1, it means that it will going to print all the element except the last one. So it means that when you print an element -1, always when you want to print it -1, then we specify both the value. But here I am just given -1 because I want to print all the element except the last element. That's why it is -1. So from the back side means from the end, index start in the uh, minus value. That is why I have written -1. It means that last value index is -1 will be not included here. So this is a way we can do the several operation. If you like my video, then please subscribe it, comment it, and share it. Thank you.